Let's talk about how to factorize quadratic expressions. We already have an example on the screen where we have x squared plus 5x plus 6. If given a quadratic expression, the first thing you want to do is you want to multiply this quadratic term here and this constant term. If we do that, we have x multiplying 6, so we have 6x squared. The next thing you need to do is to find two numbers. Now, these two numbers, if you multiply them, the answer should give you plus 6 because the coefficient here is plus 6. And if you add them, the answer should give you plus 5. Now, you can think of these two numbers by yourself, but I'll give you a simple method to help you find the two numbers each and every single time. So to help me guess these two numbers, I'll be picking this coefficient of x squared here, which is 6. And I'll be doing it by the side so that you see how you can do it. It's 6. From here, I will divide 6 by the smallest possible prime number I can find. In this case, it's 2. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. And then I'll divide 3 by the smallest possible prime number I can still find. This is 3. And then 3 divided by 3 is 1. Once I get to 1, I stop my divisions. The next thing I do is to combine these numbers here to give me all the possible factors that I can multiply to give me 6. From here, I know that 6 is equal to the first number I can use is plus minus 1. You can always use plus minus 1 for any number you're dealing with, comma. Now, if I write plus minus 1, this simply means that I say there's a plus 1 and there's a minus 1. I'm joining two of them together and I'm saying this is plus minus 1. The next bigger number is plus minus 2. Next bigger number here is plus minus 3. Since I've written on numbers here, I have to combine them. So if I say 2 times 3, that's still 6. That's the only combination I can have. Plus minus 6. Once we've gotten back to 6, then we can. So these are the numbers I have to select from. Now, if you look at this, what two numbers can you pick from here that if you add them together will give you 5, and if you multiply them, will give you 6? Those two numbers are simply plus 3 and plus 2. If you multiply plus 3 and plus 2 to give you plus 6, if you add them together, they'll give you plus 5. That means from here, we can write this out as saying x squared. We write it with our variable of x now. So we say plus 3x plus 2x plus 6. From here, we pick this in pairs. So we pick these two pairs here. We stop before the sign and we pick these two here. We're factorizing these two together and these two together. So it's factorize x squared plus 3x. What's the common term there? The common term there is x. This is x, open bracket, x plus 3. Let's pick out the first sign you see here. So this is plus. Then the common term in between these two is 2, open bracket, x plus 3. If you get to this point and this bracket is not the same as this bracket, then you've made a mistake. The next thing you need to do is to pick this one and this one. So I'll be saying x plus 2. That is, I picked this one and a sign or bracket it. And I would say x plus 3. So that's going to factorize this. Let's look into another example to help you understand better. For another example, you can pause the video and try to solve this one yourself. Like we did before, I'll write out the question. So I'll say x squared minus 5x minus 14. The first step is to multiply this one and this one together. If I do that, I'll have minus 14x squared. The next thing is to try to find two terms that if I multiply together will give me minus 14, and if I add together will give me minus 5. To do that, you can simply think it out yourself, but I'll be using the method I used earlier. Instead of minus 14, I'll use 14 here. 14, and the smallest prime number that can go into this is 2. So we know that 14 divided by 2 is 7. Smallest prime number that can go into 7 is 7 itself. So 7 divided by 7 is 1. I can write out the possible numbers of 14. This will be equal to plus minus 1. The next number I'm going to write is plus minus 2. The next number I'm going to write is plus minus 7. The next number I'm going to write is plus minus 14 itself. So if I combine these two, it's giving me 14. Next up, which two numbers here do I add up to give me minus 5? And if I multiply, it'll give me minus 14. If I pick minus 7 and plus 2, that would do. So if I add minus 7 and 2, it's giving me minus 5. If I multiply both of them, it will give me minus 14. This means that I have x squared minus 7x plus 2x minus 14. Like we did before, we pair them. So I'll be pairing these two, and starting from this sign here, we're pairing this one too. The common factor between x squared and minus 7x is x open brackets x minus 7. And then here, I write down my sign first. This is plus. The common factor between these two terms is 2. I have 2 open brackets. This will be x minus 7. Remember, you check whether both brackets are alike. They're not alike, then you've made a mistake. From here, I have x plus 2. And then I have x minus 7. So this is the answer to this. For another example, you can try to pause the video and try to solve this one yourself. Like we've been doing before, we write out the expression 2x squared plus 5x minus 7. The next thing will be to multiply this term and this term. So if we multiply these two terms, we have minus 14x squared. From here, we find two terms. If add up together, give us plus 5, and if we multiply, will give us minus 14. Let's get the terms of 14. Now, from the previous question, we already know that the terms of 14 is plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 7, and plus minus 14 itself. So the two terms we are looking at here is plus 7 and minus 2. That means we can rewrite this expression as 2x squared plus 7x minus 2x minus 7. Like I said before, we group in twos. So we group from this and then we group from here. The common term here is x. So we have x open brackets 2x plus 7. Like I said, you pick out the sign first. So you see a minus. What's the common factor in between these two? We do not have a common factor. So we write 1 and then this is 2x. Factorizing minus 1 from minus 7 is plus 7. The two brackets are equal, so we can go ahead. That means we have x minus 1 and we have 2x plus 7. Let's quickly take another example. So what if you are told to factorize 3x squared plus 6? How do you do this? If you notice, there's no middle term here. There's no x term here. So in this case, you simply just look at the common factor within the two terms. You just say the common factor within these two terms is 3 open brackets x squared. Another case could be, let's say you're asked to factorize something like this. Factorize 3x squared plus 8x. How do you do this? Again, you look for the common term that exists in 12 them. In this case, it's x, that's common term. So you take x out of the brackets, then you see 3x plus 8. So notice that if you do not have the quadratic term, the x term, and the constant term, the way you factorize will be different. Let's look at a different form of questions. Factorization of difference of two squares. Now, a typical difference of two square question may be like factorize a square minus b square. This is a difference of two square, where you have one square term being subtracted from another square term. This can be simplified or factorized automatically to be, you pick the terms here. So this is a minus b. They put another bracket. Pick the same term again. A plus b. Anytime you see this, you factorize this as this. An example in terms of quadratic expressions could be, say you're told to factorize x square minus 9. X square is a square. 9 is not actually in square form. Simplify this further. So this is equal to x square. We can say minus 3 square. We now have the x square. We have a 3 square. So we can factorize this as saying x minus 3 and then x plus 3. Let's look at another example. Say we are asked to factorize 4x squared minus 25. You can pause the video and try to solve this one yourself. Let's work on this. We can rewrite this as saying 2 square x square minus 5 square, so that we can say this is equal to 2x. Everything is squared minus 5 square. From here, we can now use our difference of 2 square. So we say 2x minus 5, which is this term here, minus 5 here, and 2x plus 5. Let me give you a question to try. So you ask factorize 2x squared minus 32. You can pause the video and try to solve this one yourself. Like we did with the first few ones, we look whether there's a common term in our quadratic expression. In this case, there's a common term, so we can say 2 open brackets x squared minus 16. If we look at this, this can be written as a square term. So this is equal to 2 open brackets x squared minus 4 squared. From here, we can say this is equal to 2 open brackets. We have difference of 2 squared, so we can write this as x minus 4, x plus 4. So that's it. That's how to factorize quadratic expressions. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up. Share with your friends or people that you think might find the video helpful. Subscribe to the channel. It really helps, and it helps me create more content. Thanks for watching.